Ladies and gentlemen, you have no idea how the crack staff here at the National Briefing has been scrambling to get this broadcast on the air due to computer issues. Was it part of a terrorist plot? Possibly. I'm not going to take that off the table. As you will hear in this broadcast, America barely escaped a horrific attack on our computer systems, our telecommunication systems yesterday. This is Kelly Nash, and yes, we have scrambled to get this show on the air, but you will not notice any decline in the quality of the broadcast due to the limited time that we had to prepare for it. You know what? Let's first take us to New York, because I've teased it. I don't know if this is in coordination with the United Nations meeting, because it sounds as if this investigation has been going on for quite a while. It happens to have been somewhat near the United Nations. I don't think that we actually have a direct connection to the investigation and the Donald Trump's appearance and all the world leaders at the United Nations yesterday. I think it's just a coincidence that we had the two breaking stories. First, the president's speech yesterday, which just blistered everybody on the left, blistered Europe, blistered most of the United Nations countries. We'll get to that one later on today. But first, C.B. Cotton, I love that name, C.B. Cotton with Fox News, with the breaking news.
The investigation began this spring, and agents raided multiple locations within 35 minutes of the UN, seizing hundreds of servers and more than 100,000 SIM cards, tools capable of blasting out 30 million anonymous texts per minute, enough to flood and shut down critical systems.
Wait a minute, how many texts? These systems would absolutely shut down your phones. Now, we go to the guy with possibly the coolest name in all of law enforcement, Matt McCool. He is the special agent in charge up there in New York. Matt, what say you?
Encrypted, anonymous, which means that it could text the entire nation in 12 minutes. Not to mention all the other things, taking out cell towers, denying services, and criminal organizations and foreign governments using it to run their organizations.
Oh my gosh.
Definitely nation state, foreign governments communicating over that network to known criminals in the United States. Known cartels and terrorist groups were using this network to run their communications anonymously and encrypted.
So they're communicating. According to the special agent there, Matt McCool, we know that they were communicating with the cartels and other known terrorist groups here inside the United States. We just need to track them down, and I would suggest kill them. But that's probably not going to happen. What they'll probably do is deport them. America, it's time for you to get serious and recognize the threat that is happening to us on the homeland. We have been dodging this bullet for decades now. Listen, 2001, jihad was declared against us. It has never been called off. The Muslim nations, the Islamic nations, believe that they have the will of Allah to take you down. And they have been infiltrating this country ever since. I know that they keep, especially our Democrats, they keep telling us that our diversity is our strength. That is not true. The diversity is dangerous. If you do not think alike, if you do not have the same, look, just by definition, what is a cancer? A cancer is when you have two things not working together. So your blood system thinks that it has an attack, and so it overproduces certain blood cells, and then you have cancer. In America, we do not have things working together because we have allowed this very dangerous mindset to infiltrate, not just come in from outside the country. We actually have people born and raised in America who have been heavily influenced by this dangerous rhetoric. If you want to see this tweet, this was actually on Elon Musk's X account. So, and by the way, do I still call it a tweet if it's on X? I know that's been a great debate for many months now. But anyway, that's where I saw it. I can't credit the account who originally tweeted it. Elon did. But this is in Dearborn, Michigan, which is obviously one of the most Islamic areas of the country now. We got Michigan and you've got Minnesota have basically fallen, it would feel at this point. But this is not someone who is born in a foreign nation. You can hear he does not have an accent. He's standing here with as white can get woman. They show the crowd, and there are dozens at least shown of white people sitting there in full support of what this man is saying in Dearborn, Michigan. Now he's talking to an Islamic news outlet.
We haven't done anywhere near enough. And the people here, I promise you, we do feel ashamed. We do feel like we're not doing enough. We do feel like change needs to come, because change must come. And in the form that it must come is that this empire, the American empire that's been hurting our people since the beginning, the imperial Western powers that have been hurting our people since the beginning, they must fall. And inshallah they will fall. And my message to the people of Gaza and the oppressed peoples across the world is that there are people here, both young and old, who are going to be willing to fight and are willing to put their lives and everything they can on the line to bring these empires down, because they must come down.
Inshallah, by the way, I had to look that up. It means God's will. So God's will is that America falls, according to that. Sounds like Dearborn, born and raised idiot, who is pledging. It sounds as if he's saying they are willing to put their lives on the line to bring the United States down. And what are we going to do about it? Is that your strength, America? Is that diversity right there your strength? Come on. How long will we be gaslit? This is insanity that we've allowed this rhetoric to continue to bubble up. I get free speech. I get it. But that guy and all the people in that room are plotting against the United States. And that has to be stopped. That has to be imprisoned. You cannot stand if you've got this kind of rhetoric going on. If you've got the country divided to that extent, they're not just saying we want, like in the Civil War era, we want to keep slaves. We don't want slavery. What they're saying, we don't want this entire country to exist. We do not want them to exist, and we're willing to die for it. And we're just sitting here going, that's our strength. Wake up, America. Wake up.